Hello, welcome back once again on my YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss some important headings of a lesson Chemical Kinetics, which one belongs to class 12th. Today I have to discuss those headings are very important because some of the examples, some of the questions you have seen given in books, in copies, in question paper, but you are unable to find what will be the order and what is their molecularity. So I have taken pseudo unimolecular reaction first of all. After that, different reactions are given and their order and what is their derivation, their characteristics and their examples. So let's start. Now see. As I am saying to chemical kinetics, in this important reading, that one is the pseudo unimolecular reaction. First of all, I have to discuss about the pseudo unimolecular reaction. As all of you know, the term pseudo means that false. What it means? False. It means this creates an idea in your mind. If a reaction is given, then something is false there. So what is the definition of this? Listen properly. Pseudo unimolecular reactions are those reactions having order 1 and in really their molecularity is bi or tri. Such reactions are known as pseudo unimolecular reactions. It means that, once again listen, order is 1, molecularity bi or tri. Such conditions, if you are seeing there, it means that that one is under the category of pseudo unimolecular reaction. Suppose that I have taken an example, hydrolysis of ester all of you know, this will give easily acetic acid and ethyl alcohol. Here you are seeing number of molecules participating in the reaction. Reaction is already balanced. If you want, you can check. After that, you are seeing that number of molecules participating in the reaction having 2. So what will be the molecularity? Molecularity is 2. But what is the order? Order is 1. As in the definition, I am narrating, order is 1. Molecularity will be bi or tri. That one is the example of pseudo unimolecular reaction. Now, idea generated in your mind. Why molecularity is 2 and order is 1? I am going to represent this. If you are going to discuss about the rate of the reaction, dx by dt, then is equal to K concentration of ethyl acetate it means that only and only the concentration of ethyl acetate affect the rate of the reaction. Here I can mention also 1 and concentration of water power 0. It means that the concentration of water does not affect the rate of the reaction. So order will be 1. while participating molecules in a balanced chemical equation having 2. So molecularity is 2. Other example, suppose they are taken sucrose C12H22O11. I am going to hydrolyze this in acidic medium. It will give C6H12O6. It means one molecule of glucose plus C6H12O6, one molecule of fructose. Reaction is balanced. And what is the order and molecularity? So order by the formula dx by dt is equal to K concentration of C12H22O11 only, because in this also the concentration of water does not affect the rate of the reaction. So here order will be 1. But what is the molecularity? Here also one molecule of sucrose and one molecule of water. So molecularity is 2. In this way, if any reaction is given and you are seeing there order is 1 and molecularity is bi or tri, so that's one is the example of the pseudo unimolecular reaction. In this way, I have completed this. After that, if a reaction is given, then their order will be 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So first of all, I have to discuss about the zero order reaction. Zero order reaction. As in the definition of the order, all of you have seen, reaction, first of all you have to check that one is balanced or not. Balance, then it's good, otherwise you have to balance there. After that, which reactant affects the rate of the reaction, this you have to see, and this you have to see by the experimental method. So what will be the definition of this? It means that zero order reactions are those reactions in which the concentration of any reactant having nothing effect over the rate of the reaction. It means you can say such reaction is a zero order reaction. If a reaction is given, suppose that here in presence of sunlight, it will give hydrochloric acid or hydrogen chloride in gaseous state. In presence of sunlight, you are seeing one molecule of hydrogen and one molecule of chlorine going to react and gives two molecules of hydrogen chloride. So what will be the order? If the concentration of H2 and Cl2 doesn't affect the rate of the reaction, so order will be 0. As you are saying in previous video, in the characteristics of order, order depends also over the condition of the reaction at which reaction is going on. Here also you are seeing, suppose that I have taken H2 plus Br2, once again in presence of sunlight, HNU, it will give SBr2 molecule, hydrogen bromide. So here also order will be 0. Once again, all of you listen properly. Those reactions in which the concentration of reactant having no effect over the rate of the reaction, that one is the example of the zero order. What is the mathematical derivation of this? I am going to solve. Suppose I have taken a substance as a reactant A, and this one going to give a product. Initially, suppose small a mole per liter of the substance A I have taken, and here form nothing because T is equal to 0. Second, it means that reaction is in rest, is in stop condition. After that, when it starts and it gives X mole of product, and time is going to complete T second. So here rested amount A minus X. If you want to find the rate of this reaction, then dx by dt is equal to K concentration of A. As I am going to discuss, I am discussing about the zero order, so here power will be 0. It means that dx by dt is equal to K into 1, or dx by dt is equal to K, or dx is equal to K dt. This is for the zero order. You know, if T is equal to 0, second initially, then X is equal to also 0. So concentration C is also equal to 0. It means that I can write on integration form. If I have taken the integration, then I can write X is equal to Kt plus C. If you do the integration of this, then you will get this, as I had discussed there, X 0, then T 0. It means that in initial nothing form. In such situation, C also will be 0. If I am going to put this value here, so X is equal to Kt. So this is the final formula for the zero order reaction. X is equal to Kt. After that, what are the characteristics of the zero order? Characteristics of the zero order. As you are seeing, zero order reaction always follows X is equal to Kt. So first point will be X is equal to Kt. Or you can write the equation which you have obtained after the integration of dx is equal to k dt, x is equal to kt plus c. Because c becomes 0 here, so x is equal to kt. So all the zero order reaction follows this formula. After that, if I am going to plot a graph in between concentration of the reactant A and time t, then we will find a straight line. Which line? Straight line. Because with the passage of the time, I am seeing that there is no effect the concentration of the substance A. So the line that one is obtained there is a straight line. So all the zero order reaction in graphical form, I can observe, I can see, they will give a straight line. Third point in characteristics, as from there dx by dt is equal to k, or you can write in language rate of reaction is equal to rate constant. It means that for the zero order reaction, rate of reaction is equal to the rate constant. So unit also will be equal to one another. Unit of rate of reaction is also equal to the unit of rate constant. If you want to find, then you can find dx by dt. dx is the change in concentration, so mole per liter, and dt is the change in time, it means second. So finally it will give mole into liter inverse into second inverse. So this is the unit of rate of reaction and also for the rate constant for the zero order reaction. After that, some other examples. Of zero order. All of you have seen the method of preparation of ammonia by the Haber process. The reverse of that, I have taken 2NH3, it will give N2 plus 3H2 in presence of catalyst tungsten. As you are seeing, dissociation of ammonia gives 1 molecule of nitrogen gas and 3 molecule of hydrogen gas, and this is also in category of zero order reaction. In this way, you have seen zero order reaction, their mathematical formula, derivation, their characteristics, and there are some important examples. Once again, I am going to explain. Zero order reactions are those reactions in which the concentration of any reactant having no effect over the rate of the reaction. You can take an example and then do like as I have done. In this way I have completed this video. Thanks.